travelling overseas in record numbers, which means more of us than ever are getting whacked by jet lag.
Oh.
So can we avoid it? We'll hear with some tips and exits and strategies.
Oh.
And let's dispel those myths. Did you like the hand action?
Yes, I do.
Former flight attendant Nicola Dale. Hi. Could I
You're doing that really well.
Thank you very much.
This way, that way to the exits.
Always got to have a backup career in TV.
That's
hey,
right.
let's talk about jet lag and crazy theories that you've heard. What's the wackiest ones you've heard about getting over jet lag?
I'll tell you what's sort of like on trend at the moment is in-flight yoga. And so people now are doing sort of like, you know, really weird positions like downward dog. They're doing...
In the aisle?
Like,
On a plane?
On the planes. All I think sort of to trying to get sort of like the blood circulating.
Right.
There's star jumps. I mean, that's pretty weird and wacky, but that does happen. You know, another sort of thing really is sort of trending is like an ice cube sort of rub. And they're getting ice and they're actually putting it all over their body.
Yeah.
I think
where
it's
do they
meant to
put the
sort
ice?
of stimulate the body and sort of like wake things up. I don't know,
Yes.
you know, like you're sort of trying to keep on that sort of time zone is one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing you see a lot on the aircraft is those cucumber naps, when people are napping and they're like this, they've got cucumbers.
Oh, they've got
like
actual
literally
cucumbers.
sliced.
Like real cucumbers?
Real, yes. And then face masks are, you know, you sort of see them a lot. And I look, they're all good. I think it's probably, you're the dermatologist, they're probably good for your skin. I don't know if they're really good for jet lag. You know?
What about jet lag? I know a lot of friends, maybe one that I host a show with, boozing up on a plane is a good way of getting to the end and feeling OK. At least you get off feeling OK. A little bit wonky, but...
A little bit wonky. Well, I tell you what, with booze, it's not really a great thing. I think sort of like in moderation, but really, especially if you're talking on the subject of jet lag, it's a real no-no, you know, and it's really dehydrating.
Makes it go quicker, though.
It certainly does. It certainly does. Grounding and earthing, as they call it. We've got a video here of people when they get to the end of the flight, they quickly go and find some ground, take off the shoes, and they go wandering around.
It's very basic and simple. As soon as possible, get outside and put your feet on the ground.
It doesn't matter what you walk on.
No.
You just got to get
But don't
connect
you anyway?
with the ground.
You get off the plane, what's he going to do?
Well, you take your shoes off.
Getting out, and look at those things there, getting in sort of Mother Nature, getting some vitamin D, getting some sun, getting out and about, they're all things that can really help with jet lag as well.
I think it's probably just being outdoors that helps rather than having your shoes off walking per se. It's being outside in the day.
What are some other things? What works?
It's important to understand briefly what jet lag actually is, and then all the treatments make sense. So it's just a loss of synchronization between your brain's own clock and what the time is outside. And the reason that loss of synchronization happens is because now we're able to so rapidly cut across so many time zones. So the brain and the body, unfortunately, doesn't catch up. And so the most effective treatments are ones that try to get you back into that normal cycle where it matches what's going on in the brain with what's happening outside. And the two most effective treatments for that are an over-the-counter tablet called melatonin, as well as exposure to light, visible light during the day.
What about flying east to west? It sounds ridiculous, but is there something true about flying in a different direction?
Yeah,
it can actually be worse?
Yeah, so travelling east to west is always worse, and roughly for every time zone that you fly across, it's going to take you about a day when you get back home to get back to normal. So if you can imagine you're going from Melbourne to London, that's like 10 time zones, that's 10 days. But from west to east, it is better, it's milder, and you're looking only about half a day to a day for each time zone to get better.
And what about you, Mel? When you fly first class, do you
you don't get it up that end of the plane. Or when I take my jet, it's even better.
Oh, you got a private jet.
don't feel anything.
Don't you think too? I think really the key is also really hydrate.
Yes.
Lots of water, and I also think also sort of even putting some electrolytes. Like I like liquid IV, putting that in your sort of in the water.
I also read that Viagra works for some people.
What?
Oh.
Is that
Well, of
true?
course it
Anyone like
works.
to...
Like, what do you mean, for jet lag?
Does
That's
it work,
just
does
someone's
it?
excuse saying, oh, I'm taking it for
Asking
jet
for a
lag.
friend.
Like, that's not legit, surely.
It was in my research notes.
Oh, but
Yeah, there is
really?
a little bit of something in this,
It's
actually.
new.
So there's a little bit of data that suggests that Viagra might actually help that brain clock reset. But
Did you say clock then? Yes,
Clock.
you did. Okay.
Personally, I think probably what's happening is just people are taking the Viagra, having good sex, and then sleeping well.
Oh,
I think that's
works.
probably
That's
what's
pretty
happening. Setting your watch to the correct time, orienting, having meals at the correct time of the time zone you're in rather than the time zone you're on.
Yeah, that's what I do. The second I get on the plane, switch your watch to where you're going.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh, really?
Like that
Oh,
helps.
Melbourne's
Yeah,
good.
mentally.
Yeah.
Have breakfast, even if they're serving dinner. Think of it, you're having breakfast or whatever it might be. But yeah.
I normally have water and then I have a Viagra and I get there and I'm just... you're amazing what it does, you know? You're ready to go. So
Ready to go.
You're ready to go. There you go. Jet lag can be difficult, but it turns out it also can be very hard. Please thank Nicola Doyle.
I might need some help because I'm just about to head overseas and I'm going to bring you the world's weirdest wellness fads.